Yes, people, what's going on? Manchester United have absolutely twatted Real Sociedad in the Europa League. 4-0, was that the final
4-0.
count? 4-0 was the final count in the end in the Europa League first leg of the round of 32. I'm here with Freddy Quinne, that's F-R-E-D-D-Y, Quinn with an E on the end and a double N. Make sure you subscribe into his YouTube channel. Hopefully they'll remember to put the link in the description below. Freddie, thank you for joining us. Mate. And of course, how are you doing?
I'm good. I'm good after that performance. It was nice to watch that, wasn't it?
It was very good to watch, wasn't it? And are you a little bit like me, a little bit sceptical about this game? Because Real Sociedad have a good rep, don't they?
I said beforehand, you went for a draw. I said I think we'd win because I just looked at the players that we have. And we have, like, Bruno Fernandes is one of, if not the best player in the Europa League. We've got players, Rashford, and Greenwood. I just thought that we'd get enough chances to do damage. I didn't think it would be as unanimous as it was. I think apart from the first 2 minutes, where we didn't really get our head in the game, we rarely looked like we were in trouble.
It's true. It was a very professional performance today, but they usually use professional when it's a 1-0 win away from home, don't they? 4-0 today, it tells half the story because it could have been 8 or 9. We created so many opportunities, and to do that to a team like Sociedad with the players they have in their ranks, it was good. That'll boost confidence, won't it?
Oh, 100%, 100%, and it'll give confidence to players that have really been lacking recently. Your Mason Greenwood, your Dan Jameses, players who have, not had a good performance for a while. This can be the springboard and they'll run, a few good games together. And for me personally, I think that's how we should be treating the Europa League. I mean, I've said a few times during the lives that it's a bittersweet performance for me watching that because I feel like I'm watching a Champions League team in the Europa League. Do you know what I mean? I look at United and I look at how well we played, and for me that just, part of me always thinks, well, we should still be in the Champions League. When we can play like that, we should still be in the Champions League. But if we're going to use the Europa League for anything, let's use it to give some confidence to those young players. Let's use it to give Greenwood runs in the side and let's play him up front. Let's bring in Diallo. Let's see if Shortire is ready to step up. That for me is what we should be using the Europa League for.
And the beautiful thing is, I know Oli will still treat it professionally in the second leg, but winning 4-0 means actually Ahmad should be getting a start in the next game, or we could start him now, and we could rest a few players, especially with how important the Premier League fixtures are.
Yeah, and what a great thing, what a great carrot to have during training for these young players, to say, listen, we're 4-0 up, we're through, by all intents and purposes. Who's going to go out and impress me in training over the next 2 weeks? Who's going to be the one that stands out that wants a place in this side? If you're a young player now at United, 17, 18, 19, you must be looking at this and thinking, my God, there's a chance that I could play in a European cup game in a week or two. So I think that it's a really positive thing on many levels.
100%, 100%. Bruno Fernandes got his 20th and his 21st goals. I think that's the count. We're on 21 at the minute. Just how good is Bruno Fernandes?
I think he is as good as any player in the world at the moment. On form, I think he's as good as anyone in the world. In terms of what he does, in his position, I don't think there's anyone better than him. I think it comes down to him and De Bruyne. But other than that, I mean, the way that he carries United is just superb. It's just, he will score, he will get assists, his attitude is spot on. A lot of times you look at players like, for example, when we relied on Pogba, you looked at how Pogba his attitude was sometimes, and you think, oh my God, he's not happy here, he's not happy, But you look at Bruno, and he looks like he's here for the rest of his career. He looks like he's coming to bring everyone else up. And that's exactly what he's doing, man. I love him.
We do love him to bits. Was he the man of the match today? Almost, when you say man of the match at Man United, it's almost like, take Bruno out of the equation, who's your man of the match? Because it's almost like a given. Like saying Ronaldo or Messi are the best player in the world.
I've got to say, I'm going to give it to Dan James. Because it's the best I think he's played in a long time. And I'm not his biggest fan. I don't think he's good enough to play for United, full stop. I think he's an impact sub at best. But you know, I feel really happy for that. He's still a United player. I still want him to do well. But he played really well. He was harassing Nacho Monreal. In fact, Nacho Monreal is so lucky that he didn't get.
Should have been sent off.
He should. The amount of times he had nothing left. He could just bring him down. That was all he had left to do. That was his only trick left in the book. Dan James harassed him, and he was pressing so well. And I think that kind of energy and that kind of intensity took Sociedad by surprise. And it's part of the reason that we just steamrolled them.
Most definitely we did. And it looks like at least we're almost there in the last 16 of the Europa League. Freddie, thank you for joining us on the Watch Along. It was a pleasure having you on there today. Go and check out the Watch Along because there were 4 goals, so there was a lot to see. But don't just look for the goals. We know there's those people that look for the timestamps of the goals. You want to watch it all because it was a good laugh today. So thank you to Freddie for joining us. Make sure you check him out on TikTok, although that keeps getting banned. So make sure you subscribe to his YouTube. And yeah, thank you for joining us, Freddie.
Thanks for having us, guys.
Pleasure.